now choose to perish or to learn.
Pamela Geller, welcome to the program. Great to talk to you, and you are about to embark on a trip to the Middle East, huh?
I am. I'm going to head to Israel and maybe a couple of other places that I'd rather not say because I have so many dear friends in those places.
Oh, right, exactly.
But no, it really should be interesting, particularly in the light of the Trump election. You know, it's interesting. You really can't you can't turn away. You can't look away. I mean, I think this enormous dump that Wikileaks just made of the largest intelligence publication in history, this CIA treasure trove of documents. I mean, I think it has implications the world over. This affects our allies. This affects our enemies. The fact that the CIA lost control of the majority of its hacking arsenal, including very dangerous malware and viruses and Trojans and weaponized zero-day exploits in the wrong hands, could be devastating. Plus, all of this nonsense about, Flynn and Sessions talking to, a Russian counterpart or a Russian ambassador. It's just so much smoke and mirrors when we look at the past 8 years of, cover-ups and Benghazi and private servers and emails and all of this stuff. This latest dump, it's huge, and if I'm not mistaken, Julian Assange deliberately did not pull out the juiciest pieces because he wants people to learn how to do this themselves and become, quote-unquote, citizen journalists. Of course, I'm of two minds, honestly, about this kind of stuff. Because first and foremost, I'm a patriot, and I care about the national security of this country. On the other hand, when you have enemies and operatives working for this government that are releasing conversations from the national security advisor to a Russian counterpart or listening in on President Trump, then we're in trouble. Then it's a problem. I mean, these latest allegations about President Obama listening in on Trump, that's really deeply troubling. That's police state stuff. That's tin pot dictatorship stuff. It's not cute. It's not okay because we love Obama and we don't like Trump. That stuff it's obscene and it's so anti-American. So if this is the way we find out about it, as much as it gives me a stomachache and I hate it, what else can we do? Because let me tell you something, Jamie. The time is short. They are looking to throw as much stuff against the wall against Trump, believing that something in the next couple of months is going to stick, and they're going to destroy him, get rid of him, impeach. I don't know. Well, I don't know. They're so diabolical. I can't read them. But that's the end game.
Right. It's interesting how, with President Obama and the alleged wiretapping, people are acting like, well, this would be unprecedented. President Obama would never do anything like that. And we can list off 10 things that he's done, not to mention the fact that he used an alias, a fake name, in communicating with Hillary Clinton on her extra server, or his harassment through the IRS of conservative groups. I mean, we could compile a list of things that would circumstantially indicate that this guy's dirty.
So dirty. I mean, James Rosen, the Fox reporter who he was spying on and tried to indict, tried to literally prosecute. The fact is we have a misinformed public. It's almost an act of God, seriously, that President Trump was elected. They don't even know half of this stuff because the media won't report on it, and they're so busy with nonsense, Ivanka's clothing line. I mean, every day it's some other nonsense, and it's all they talk about. They get on their journalists. They decide, you have Media Matters, you have American Center for Progress. These are quote-unquote think tanks. No, these are smear machines funded by huge liberal dollars. George Soros, of course, comes to mind immediately because he's such a big funder, of the ACP, American Center for Progress, and Media Matters. And this is what they do. And it is a chokehold, and it is, it's a struggle. That's why what you do and websites like mine is so critical. And, we increasingly see online the filters are blocking us. I'm banned now. We know that I'm banned in the UK. Literally banned in the UK, but my site is banned in the UK, and this is what they're doing. They're trying to shut down the avenues in which the truth can get out, calling it fake news. I mean, it's Kafkaesque. It's absurd. It's obscene. And what we need, and what is critical in this fight, is an informed public. And it's really difficult. I mean, I'm hopeful, of course, because Trump got in with all of it, with the deck so stacked. I mean, talk about David and Goliath. I mean, this is the modern day version of it, of course. But I suspect that in this latest dump, and by the way, this is just the first dump in this Wikileaks.
Right.
It's not really a hack, because someone came forward with all of this. And again, that speaks to a careless, reckless CIA that would give access to this kind of information to thousands of people. I mean, they literally have an army of hackers working for them. And so, this is someone who's spilled the proverbial beans, but it's sloppy and it's careless. And, I question a CIA who is dropping all this stuff, very dangerous information and cyber weapons. And, who watches the watchmen?
Well, I wonder if we'll see any information, because something is going on here. I mean, ahead of this dump, it seems like there's been a lot of activity, not only regarding the claims of alleged Russia ties and all this kind of stuff. And I'm wondering what this WikiLeaks dump is going to tell us about the truth regarding these matters, and whether or not, indeed, the Trump campaign was spied on even more than we think it was.
Yeah, I am sure of it. Look, I think this is a sword that cuts both ways, because it's this first dump, as it were,
right,
speaks to a global covert hacking program. A malware arsenal and weaponized exploits against a wide range of U.S. and European companies. And so, by the way, we're talking iPhone, we're talking Apple, we're talking Google's Android, Microsoft Windows, even Samsung TVs.
Wow.
Which could be turned into covert microphones. This is not some novel, Bradshaw.
Yeah.
This is real. So this is, I mean, when I say cuts both ways, we're going to, I think, alienate a lot of our allies who are now going to trust us even less. But by the same token, again, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, the irony. All the things that the left accused and warned George, us about the Bush administration and the Patriot Act. Remember all that?
Yeah.
He's going to do this and he's going to do that and he's going to spy. He never did it, but they did it.
Yeah.
But the Obama administration did it.
Yeah.
But the Democrats did it. And so, it's, of course, we have to listen to them when they're yelling about us, because they're telling us what they're going to do.
Right, exactly. Well, Pamela Geller, listen, Godspeed to you. Happy trails and safe travels to you. And we can't wait to talk to you when you get back. I'm sure you're going to have a ton of info. And, of course, you'll be reporting, too, at the Geller Report as well. So thanks so much for that, and appreciate you, and have a safe trip.
Hey, thanks so much, Jamie.
Good talking to you.